Hi again everyone, Scott Player Popcorn fan here, and in this video I just saw the season finale of Secret Invasion, and I'm ready to give my full review on the season as a whole. So let's go ahead and give my thoughts. I think this show, it's definitely a good show. I think it's one of the better Marvel Disney Plus shows I've seen in a while. I think something that has been sorely lacking in some of the Marvel Disney Plus shows is having an actual villain that is there from beginning to end. I feel like some of the Marvel Disney Plus shows have not had that in a while, and in this series, you have Gavik, I think is his name. I liked him. I thought they did a decent job with his villain arc throughout the season, and the reasons why he's doing what he's doing. You know, his goal, his end goal, and in a way, he sort of wins in the end in the season finale, and that's always interesting to me. Like whenever the villain, even though he's defeated, still wins. In in the final moments of the episode in the finale. I thought that was interesting, and I think this show also benefited from having a similar tone as, say, Captain America: Winter Soldier, because it's a lot more of a thriller, you know, spy espionage kind of a genre that this show lends itself to, and I think that's really interesting, even though it's a show about, you know, the Skrulls, which are essentially aliens, you know, green aliens, not little green men, but green men still, green men and women, and also, you know, Nick Fury, you know, played by Sam Jackson, you know, you love the character, and I think some of the things that they do with his character on this show are things that we have not seen from the character in the movies, and I thought that was decently well handled. There's this one character in this season who is also a Skrull, but she's a character that holds a lot of sentimental value for Nick Fury, and there was a bit of a love story in this season that I thought was really touching, especially in the finale, and I'm glad that they ended up together in the end, and it was just really satisfying. I thought the last episode was really satisfying. Emilia Clarke's character of Gaia, I wasn't sure where they were going to take her character, but where they left her character in the finale, I'm glad that she has a calling, in a sense that she knows what she's gonna do, even though she was sort of like there was like this background like supporting villain who is a human in this season. I forget her character's name, and I don't know the actress, but there was this sort of supporting human villain in this season, and I thought she was interesting. She's kind of like a British version of Val's character, Valentine, and I thought her character was interesting, and she sort of, kind of, in a way, I guess, recruited Gaia in the finale. So yeah, a couple spoilers here. I'll put a spoiler warning in the title of this video just to let you guys know, and also Gavik, I thought he was a really good villain, like I said, and in the finale, you know, he fights Gaia. Gavik and Gaia have this really big fight, and I thought it was actually pretty decent, solid fight scene, and it was really interesting with the way they were using their powers as Super Skrulls, and the Super Skrulls sort of had enhanced abilities from this thing called the Harvest, which harvested DNA of all of the Avengers from the battle in Avengers Endgame, and I thought that was an interesting thing to have that powered up the Skrulls. I thought that was really interesting, and it provided for a really interesting, really cool looking final battle between Gavik and Gaia. I thought that was really cool, and yeah, another thing about this show, I like the score. I like the cinematography. I thought this show looks really good, and overall, I think it's a really solid season. Think I don't know if the show will get renewed. I don't know. It was a 6 episode series, similar to other Disney Plus shows, so I'm not sure if it'll get another season or not. But if this is just one season, that's perfectly fine. I really enjoyed it, and also the finale sort of helped set up other few other things, like say the Marvels, and also the Thunderbolts movie that's in development, the fourth Captain America movie with Sam Wilson. It was setting up a couple things in the finale, and I thought that was really exciting, really fun. A lot to look forward to in regards to Skrulls. I really liked what they did with the Skrulls in the finale, and because there's still a looming threat on Earth. In the last few scenes of the episode, there's still a looming threat on Earth, which is why, with what I was saying about how even though Gavik was defeated and killed, he still sort of won. The war is just beginning with the Skrulls, and I thought that was rather fascinating with where they ended it, and it's a lot to look forward to in regards to having the Skrulls as villains in future projects. So that's really cool. And I think another thing that is a bit of a criticism from me is that there have been some episodes this season that were like slow burn, and it wasn't that bad. Like I didn't have that problem too much, really. I mean, there were a couple times where it felt like a bit of a slow burn, but not that much, really. And also, I mean, there are I think all the acting across the board is all really good. I just think that there's one character that played by, it was James Rhodes. James Rhodes. I liked him, but they didn't really explain too much in regards to that character, because he was revealed as a Skrull midway through the season, and they never really explained too much about that character except for the fact that he was a female Skrull. And then in the finale, it was revealed that James Rhodes was, in this sort of cryogenic sleep state, the real James Rhodes. And it seemed like he was like that for a very long time, years. So the James Rhodes that we've been following in this season as a Skrull has been like that for quite a long time, and then the real James Rhodes was being held captive somewhere. So I thought that was interesting. I just feel like they didn't explore that too much. I mean, they gave enough twists and turns, and I liked that. They just didn't really explain too much. And then also Everett Ross, he also came back this season, and in the very first episode, he was revealed as a Skrull. And when they were releasing prisoners, the human prisoners, in the finale, Everett Ross, he's still alive. Both the real Everett Ross and the real James Rhodes, they're alive. They're not dead. And I thought it was interesting to see them. And overall, it was a really good season. It was a really good season. I like it better than some of the other Marvel shows. And I don't, like I said, I don't have too many flaws with it. Just there were a couple times that it was a bit of a slow burn. But when they had action, they had action. It was really solid action. And I think some of you that really like Winter Soldier and Civil War, I think you'll really like this. It's a really solid. So I probably give this like an A-. That would be my grade for this season as a whole. So yeah, that should do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think that's pretty much it for all my thoughts in regards to Secret Invasion. I thought it was really solid, and that's pretty much it. All right, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.